dear professional speakers of National Speakers Association of Southern California. I'm Sam Osborne, president-elect of this glorious chapter. And in this series, you're going to be listening to, or you're going to be hearing from NSA SoCal members who attended Influence 2026 in Austin, Texas. This year, it was amazing. I went for the first time. You're going to hear a little bit about my experience, but you're going to hear from about 10 NSA SoCal members that attended. Today, we are very fortunate to be talking to the Larry K. Larry,
I'm a the.
you're on, my man. So, how you doing today?
Good. I'm officially a the in the Sam Osborne world. I love that.
For the listeners, we're going to be asking Larry just a few questions about his takeaways and hopefully to inspire you to attend because it's
Yeah.
an incredible event. So, Larry, let's talk about why you came. What made this year the first year? Or first of all, was this your first time?
No, it was my third time, and I think I'll anticipate your question. First of all, of course, I'd recommend going to it. It was my third time in a row,
Wow.
and the
And
first time,
yeah, keep talking.
yeah, the first time that I went 2 years ago, I met a number of people for the first time, and the NSA culture at this conference and in general is so cool because it really is very welcoming. So you go the first time and you get to have a badge on your badge that says first timer. And it's not like, yeah, exactly. It's not like rookie hazing. It's the opposite of rookie hazing. It gives you permission to butt into any conversation, and that's the culture. And that's the truth.
Oh yeah, I had first timer. I had president elect. No, I had leadership. We had elite chapter because SoCal has got that,
Right.
and I think I put on there in the cheeky approach future CSP because
Absolutely.
and I really
Absolutely.
mean future like far away. Now,
I don't for you the way you're on fire, bud.
thank you. All right, Larry, what keeps pulling you back to
Yeah.
influence?
So the first time that I went, that culture, I called the room. Being in I love being in rooms that are very special. And this is 1,000 person, 800 to 1,000 person room, right?
Yeah.
And for somebody who is both an introvert and an extrovert, and the writer part of me is the introvert, the producer part of me is the extrovert. For an introvert, extrovert like me, that introvert part of me might be daunted
Yeah.
by all these people. And yet the room felt intimate and connected because the people who self-select to go there are have great ideas on their minds, have the ability to speak reasonably well, and
World
some of them
class. World
speak
class
very
speakers.
exactly, very well.
Larry,
And
yeah, keep going.
and so that culture alone feeds me, really makes me want to dive in deep. Good listeners too. Yeah, many of them.
Yeah,
Some of
Larry,
us when we, yeah,
what were you hoping to get, and did you get it, or something you didn't expect for your
yeah,
speaking business, your speaking education, that sort of thing?
yes. The first time it was get on the map, figure out where we are, get on the road. And I did that simply by meeting a ton of people. Yes, attended a bunch of workshops and got great information that helped confirm and also guide my path a little truer. And then at that first conference that I went to, that's where I learned about chapters. I didn't even know that there were chapters. And so learned that there was an NSA SoCal chapter. And a few months later, started going to a chapter meeting because a colleague of mine was going to be the guest speaker, Michael Haig, whom I'd known for decades in the world of film and television. And little by little, the chapter grew on me and now has become where I do the bulk of my
Yeah.
career building. But this is an annual attempt once a year to do something special.
Larry, you are a member of NSA SoCal and the National. What's the plus of being in both of them, and
Yeah,
how are they different?
yeah, different rooms. The NSA SoCal room is super cool. And, the fact that you and I, Sam, can just hang out, or I can, call up another person that I've met at one of these local events and just hang out in real life. That's very special. The NSA national event is extraordinary. So many different people from around the country, even around the world to meet. Wow, from conversation to conversation to conversation. It's extraordinary. So the two of them together really feed me. Um,
Thank you. Let's talk about the transformation before and after. I know you've been three times now, but
right.
what did you believe about your speaking business before influence, and what is something you don't believe anymore?
Yeah, great question. I believed at that time I was ready. And what I now realized is I had a lot of infrastructure to put in place. And I would not have understood. I knew about the infrastructure. I'd even taken a workshop on it, but I didn't really have the hand holding to put it in place. And that's what I needed, the mentoring, the the step by step direction.
Yeah,
And that is a big, big difference between then and now.
you probably felt like me. I felt like I was a grasshopper. I was humbled by these people on stage. It's like, wow, that is world class storytelling right there. And
Yeah.
it was incredible.
Yeah.
Larry, walk me through one moment where something clicked at this year's influence. Where were you? Who were you with? And what was the thing that clicked?
Yes. It was during one of those main events with the big stage where some 800 people are sitting in the audience listening to being with more than listening to. Four great speakers give their different small versions of different sections of your speech. And one Hall of Fame speaker I wish I remembered his name. Maybe
Tim.
you
It was
remember
Tim.
it.
Tim Gard.
Well, there was Tim Gard, but there was the other fellow who put the chair on stage and then
Oh yes,
skied down the mountain on the chair.
brilliant. Oh, I can't remember
Yeah,
his name. Absolutely amazing storytelling.
yeah.
And then
So
it was a panel, and then they broke it down. It was
exactly.
beautiful.
So the one piece that I got from him, the skier, and he's standing on stage on top of a chair, one foot on the seat of the chair, the other foot resting on the backrest of the chair. And that already feels a little precarious, but this
Mm.
guy's an Olympic skier, so I guess he's got it going on still. Well, I did not realize why I felt such emotion hearing his experience, in addition to the precariousness of him being on that chair. It was when they deconstructed what he had done that I realized he said the word you.
Oh yeah.
So now you're on this slope and you've got to turn your skis downhill. You.
Yep.
And that is when it clicked in that my leading edge in my development as a speaker is that it's not about me, it's about you.
Yeah, you want to put the audience in the picture, that in the story that you're telling, say you more than I. And I learned that also from Patricia Fripp. I know that Don Yeager. Um, and I've started using it. I used it last week at a conference. I started using it in my LinkedIn posts and starting with you. And I'm kind of over saying I and this humble bragging thing. And I really want to serve my audience more. And
Amen.
you've hit it on on the head there. That's like one of the things that clicked for me.
Now that you're having this practice, I'll call it, of putting you into what's the shift in you, Sam, that you're finding?
The shift is, first of all, greater um, engagement from audiences, and it creates more conversation on
Yeah.
LinkedIn posts, and also during the presentation I gave at a conference the week after Influence, I was using it and said, all right, picture yourself in this story. And then I would tell my story, but I was using language that framed it so that they felt they were in it rather than just me telling my story. And you look around the room and it's people are watching rather than looking down at their phones, which is certainly helpful.
Yeah, I'm finding as I'm learning to do it that I is not so precious.
Yeah.
You are special.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I is less special. I is I am.
Well, it was a big takeaway for me. Larry, what did you do differently on the Monday or the Tuesday after you got home?
Oh boy, is that a great question. So I'll answer that question by saying what happened in previous years.
Yeah.
So the first year, meet all these special people, and it's kind of, I'd been hit by a fire hose. So I'm drying off metaphorically when I'm coming back. Second year, I have now put some pieces in place, seeing people again, connecting with mentors, being directed specifically by mentors to do specific things with my career, saying yes to that. Now, going back third year, I have context, and I really invite people to have context, ideally with the local chapter before they go to this big thing, because otherwise you might feel like you're drenched by the fire hose.
Yeah.
So this time coming back, I already had a system, a context around what to do next, and I had a full day of work that was essentially waiting for me. I had already structured meetings with certain coaches and advisors and other colleagues that I connect with. And so I was programmed, and that is now giving me momentum day by day, building those habits. And I really encourage folks to do that. Personally, what I'm thrilled about is that the board has tapped me to co-lead the academy with Chris Holliday.
Yeah. We are
So
grateful for that.
the context with which I went into this year's influence was thinking, how can this benefit Academy? How can this benefit Academy? And because I've been a teacher before, I used to be a college professor. I know I learn better when I can teach. I get more for me when I can help another get it. In medical school, they call it when you become a surgeon, see one, then do one, then teach one.
Nice.
Wow.
Larry,
Uh,
let's talk about business proof. Has
yes.
has anything, a session at Influence, a hallway conversation, a connection with someone already turned into a booking, a referral, or revenue?
Great question. Right now, I'm focused on starting booking this coming January. So I'm building out my infrastructure through this time. I now have really focused time. I have already put on my plate that I will appear on podcasts
Nice.
starting mid-October. And so I've already booked two podcasts for that time frame. In fact, one of the podcasts asked me, "Can you do it earlier?"
Yeah.
And I thought, could, but it's not my program. It's not what I am planning to do. And I tend to be pretty methodical because I can get wild, but I need to keep trained. That's what I speak about
Hmm.
at the same time. And so I put a healthy boundary and said, let's keep it at late October if you wouldn't mind, mid to late October.
Nice. Yeah, I got asked to be on a podcast too. So it's like you do make connections with people who want to help you share your message and your brand, which is a magnificent opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's close this, Larry. For a call to action. So, if
Yes.
a NSA SoCal member is on the fence right now about going to Influence 2027, what's the one thing you'd say to them?
If you can afford to do it, do it.
Yeah,
Uh, and really consider it seriously. Talk to folks who have been to it and how it's impacted them. Listen to the advice in this video that you're making, Sam. Um, uh, take take 15 minutes, perhaps in silence, to imagine yourself there and imagine what you would want coming home from that. Begin with the end in mind.
yeah, yeah.
And then I believe you'll have your answer, whether it's this coming year or whether it's the following year.
Just for people who are listening, let's actually talk about the money that it costs. So, first of all, it's going to cost about 2.5 grand to register. It's probably going to cost you, 3 to 4 nights accommodation at the hotel if you're staying there. I think next year is in Scottsdale, Arizona. And then, of course, there's your flights and maybe some food. So, realistically, budget about $5,000 and start saving your pennies and just make it a non negotiable. That's what I do. And that way, you put your money towards the things that you value most, that give you the best value back, that allow to serve your audience in even greater ways. So that's just the nitty gritty of the cash thing, which I think is always important to talk about. Last question, Larry.
Yeah.
Finish this sentence. You should come to Influence because.
Because Sam's going to be there.
Yeah.
You should come to Influence. Yeah. If you, I'll caveat this way. If you decide that you can afford Influence, you should come to Influence because it will give your speaking career rocket fuel
Hmm.
in a great room, 1,800 person room of extraordinary people. You will have surprises.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Sam.
I tell you what, people, you are gonna if you go to Influence 2027 in Scottsdale, Arizona, you're gonna have an experience like no other. You'll see world-class speakers. You'll get to hang out with people who are aiming for the same aspiration as yourself, and that's building a profitable speaking business that contributes to the world in a meaningful and powerful way. And you get to hang out with people like Larry and myself, so that's not such a bad cherry on the top. All right, Larry, thank you so much for your time, man. We're going to cut this here and we will look forward to seeing you not only on the Speaker Academy information night coming up this week. I'm
Yeah,
going to put the link in the show notes to this. Go and put this out today. And if you're thinking of doing Academy, Larry, maybe let's just do a quick plug for this.
yeah,
We're
sure.
going to learn how to create a keynote, signature program, and the business of speaking. Give us the lowdown in about 30 seconds.
Absolutely. The Speaker Academy is in 2 semesters. The fall semester is the craft of professional speaking. The spring semester is the business of professional speaking. Put them together, you've got real magic to launch to the next phase. We have a world-class lineup of guest faculty, and we've added some wonderful new developments in this year's academy, including a whole roadmap that's going to help you design your path to your success the way it looks like for you.
Fantastic. And we will put the link for the information. It's a information night. It's virtual. I think it's on Is it Tuesday or Wednesday this week?
It's actually Thursday.
Thursday,
It's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m. on Zoom.
Pacific time. All right.
Pacific. Yeah.
All right. Professional speakers. Thank you, Larry, for your time
Thank you.
today on a Sunday. And we will talk to you soon, my man.
Cheers, Sam.
Everybody, register for Influence 2027. You're going to love it.